sitting up nice and tall, allowing yourself to fully arrive here this morning. And if you're sitting on the floor, bringing your awareness to the sides of your feet on the floor, sit bones on the floor. If you're sitting on the chair, bringing your awareness to the bottom of your feet on the floor, sit bones on the chair. Just start allowing yourself to come to your breath, to the breath. And just take note. Can you expand a little bit more on the inhale? Can you make the exhale a little bit longer? Can you make the pause between the inhale and the exhale a little bit more smooth? If you're working with the locks, maybe engaging the locks at the top of the inhale and the bottom of the exhale. Take note of what's going on with your body this morning. Maybe there's a specific area that feels a little bit more tight or tense. Breathing into that area. Allowing the breath to go all the way into the back of your shoulders, and there's effort behind that. Feel the crown of the head lengthening up to the ceiling. Those of you who have Ujjayi breath in the practice, you can start engaging that. Those of you who might not know what Ujjayi breath is, you can visualize trying to fog a mirror but with your mouth closed. So you're still going to have that engagement in the back of the throat, but with your mouth closed as you exhale to the nose. And it sounds like the ocean, the sound of the ocean. So today we're going to focus on being a little bit more playful and tapping into our inner child. And also applying kindness and compassion that we would normally extend to a little one, or being more understanding, being more patient towards ourselves. Last Sunday, we went out for a hike at Ellie Pond Park. My daughter was mad that I dragged her out again on Sunday when it's freezing for a walk. So she decided to do half the walk, not talking to anyone. And then we came to this patch of ice, just a little bit of water. That was a little puddle and it was frozen. So she decided to stop there and start sliding. And all of a sudden, all her grumpiness just disappeared. And it brought me back to the beauty of little kids. And my daughter's not even that little anymore. But their ability to be more present, to not drag stuff from 10 minutes ago or 10 days ago or 10 months ago into the present. Being able to appreciate what is for what it is in that specific moment. We nurture our creativity when we release our inner child. Let it run and roam free. It will take you on a brighter journey. So taking a moment to think about how you can apply that to our class today. Maybe being a little bit more soft in your body. Maybe just flowing in a different way that's more like a dance. Maybe allowing yourself the space to do something that I didn't throw out there just because your body feels like it needs it. Allowing yourself to be really here, present, feel each inhale, each exhale. Maybe being more playful. Maybe finding a little bit more awe in the fact that you can do certain things with your body. Inhaling deeply. Exhale. Slide out to the mouth. Let it all go. gently on the next inhale, reach the arms out and up, fingertips touch. Shoulders soft. Exhale, twisting over to one side. Inhale forward. Exhale. Putting effort behind your inhale. Feel that breath moving all the way up. Spine lengthening. Exhale. Inhaling deeply. Exhale deeply. On the next inhale, reaching the right arm up to frame the right ear. On the exhale, we're going to lengthen over towards the left side. Cross that right sit bone down. Find space between the left hip and the left armpit so you're not collapsing the ribs. See if you can lengthen a little bit more to the right side. Imagine pressing to that sit bone, shooting a line of energy all the way up to the tip of your fingers. And maybe your elbow will bend. Elbow needs to be bent, that's fine. Just keep lengthening in a way where you're not shrugging your shoulder towards your ear, where your breath is still flowing fully all the way into the back of your shoulders. On the next inhale, actually exhale, release that right arm across the left, and then we're going to straighten through the spine, stack the shoulders above the hips. Inhale, lift up to the heart. Exhale, round. Chin towards the chest. We're still warming up, so we're not going deep, especially anyone with osteoporosis or anything going on with the spine. Please, every time we round or fold or extend to the spine, be extra mindful. Bring your awareness to your tailbone. On the next inhale, really picture this movement coming out of the tail, each vertebrae getting separated as you create this movement. All the way to the crown of the head, and then on the exhale, that movement. Rolling down, slowly, all the way down to the tailbone. We'll take 2 more nice long deep breaths. Try to keep your eyes closed. And gently on the next inhale, reaching up, arms out and up, fingertips tucked. Exhale, twisting over to the left side. Nice and long, press your both sit bones evenly. Find that effort with the breath, moving all the way up into the back of the shoulders. One more deep breath. Inhaling deeply, reach the left arm up, shoulders soft. Lengthening over towards the right. Keeping that shoulder soft again, keeping the elbow bent if you need to, focusing on getting a nice deep stretch to that left side and still keeping the space and length between the right hip and the right armpit so you're not crushing the ribs. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling deeply. Inhale. Exhale. On the next exhale, crossing that left arm over the right, pressing the hands into the thighs, thighs pressing into the hands. On the next inhale, gently lift it up. Exhale, round. And again, really feel this movement as you create the movement up and down, the breath moving up and down to the body. Inhaling deeply. Exhale. If there's maybe a lot of tightness in the back of the shoulders today, you can find a pause at the base of the exhale, or you can find a couple of breaths when you round the spine, engaging the hands into the legs, legs into the hands, creating a little bit resistance. And you're going to feel the back of the shoulders opening up more, directing the breath into this area. Again, anyone with anything going on with the spine or osteoporosis, please be super mindful, not going too deep. And gently on the next inhale, lifting up, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. We're going to press, so keeping the hands, palms together, right at the center of the chest. And you're going to press the inner sides of the knuckles and the base of the palm, keeping the center of the palm a little hollow, and press the fingertips into each other. Elbows up parallel to the floor, shoulders soft. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, soften. Inhale, squeeze, and you should feel upper part of your chest, the arms, the back of the shoulders engaging. Exhale, soften. We're going to do 6 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling deeply, press. Exhale, soften. 3 more rounds at your own pace. Spine is still nice and long. And gently on your next available exhale, releasing the hands onto the knees. Those of you sitting on the floor, if you feel the need to switch the cross of the legs, take it. We're going to take some circular motions from the hips. The spine is long. Moving gently. As you inhale, you're leaning back, opening up. As you exhale, you're folding forward. The circles can be super small or really big. More rounds, and then we'll switch in the opposite direction. Maybe remembering to be playful here, making a few big circles and a few small circles. Two more rounds. And then gently coming back to center. Inhale, lift it up, arms out and up, fingertips touch. We're going to clasp the hands, turn the palms up towards the ceiling. And maybe the elbows are this bent. Maybe you start lengthening. Keep those shoulders soft. The shoulders start shrugging up to the ears. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. And if you need to bend the elbows, bend. Inhale, nice and strong here. Exhale. Press both sit bones to the floor or your seat. Both feet grounded evenly. On the next inhale, we're going to lengthen a little bit more. On the exhale, you're going to lean over towards the right side. Keep the left sit bone pressing down. Squeeze the navel area. Shoulders soft. One more full round of breath. Keep pressing that left sit bone down. Inhale, center. Exhale, you're going to lean over to the left. Press strongly, right sit bone down, pressing evenly as much as the left. Really engage your core. One more full round of breath. And then inhaling back to center. On the exhale, gently spread the fingers wide, palms facing the floor, releasing down. Those of you on the floor, fingertips are going to come to the floor. Otherwise, if you're on the chair, hands hang next to the hips. Close your eyes, turn the palms upward on the next inhale, lift it up. Spread your fingers super wide. And maybe visualize a beautiful color coming out of the tip of your fingers. And you're creating this beautiful bubble of color around you. Whatever color makes you feel fuzzy, warm, happy, joyful. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lowering down. Let the breath create the movement. Maybe it's a sparkly color. Allow yourself to really use your imagination. Maybe it's a color that makes you feel warm. Exhale. We'll take 2 more rounds, there's no rush. Spreading the fingers wide. Feel the space between the thumb and the pointer finger. The more you spread the fingers, you feel a nice deep stretch in that L shape. 1 more round. Exhale. This time release the hands completely. We'll take a few shoulder rolls. And then rolling in the opposite direction. And then allow yourself to create whatever movement. Maybe one shoulder up, one shoulder down. Maybe doing that and still rolling. Maybe you're creating movement through the neck as you do this. Gently coming back to center. We're going to move into alternate nose breathing. So anyone is new to alternate nose breathing, you're going to be using your right hand, pointer finger, middle finger. Am I still in reverse? Or do you see my right hand on my left? If someone can just let me know. All right, right hand. Pointer finger, middle finger folded down or between the eyebrows. Right thumb will close the right nostril and the right ring finger will close the left nostril. Spine is nice and long. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Right thumb closes the right nostril, inhaling to the left. Right ring finger closes the left nostril, hold. Exhaling right. Inhaling right. Close and hold. Exhaling left. That's 1 full round. We're going to take 7 more. Inhaling left. Close and hold. Exhaling right. Inhaling right. Close and hold. Exhaling left. Inhaling left. Close and hold. Exhaling right. Inhaling right. Close and hold. Exhaling left. 4 more rounds at your own pace. Those of you working the locks, engaging during as you hold the breath, maybe even at the bottom of the exhale. Those of you who are new to the locks, there are 3 locks in the body. The root, around the nape, just above the navel, and the throat. So the easiest one to start with if you're new to the locks is the root. When you retain the breath, you can engage as if you needed to use the bathroom, but you can't go. Keeping each inhale and exhale as even as possible. It's a balancing breath. Do not hold the breath too long if there's uncontrolled blood pressure, high blood pressure. Once you get to that last round, no rush getting there. Inhaling fully and exhaling fully. Taking 3 nice long breaths, focusing on inhaling from the very base of the spine to the crown of the head. Exhaling from the crown of the head all the way down to the base of the spine. Inhale deeply, arms out and up. Shoulders soft. Exhale, one more twist. 3 full breaths. Maybe you go a little bit deeper this time. The twist is coming from the ribs up. We're not forcing anything. You can turn your gaze past the right shoulder. And then gently on the next inhale, lifting both arms out and up, fingertips touch once again. Exhaling over to the left side. 3 full, nice, long, deep breaths. Inhaling back to center, arms out and up. Once again, fingertips touch. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, arms out and up. On the exhale, hinging from the hips gently. If you're on the floor, you're going to reach your hands forward and lengthen through your back like so. If you're seated on the chair, you're going to slowly release down. Keep the spine long here, and maybe the tip of your fingers are on the floor, maybe they're on your feet, maybe you're here. 3 full breaths. Focus on really lengthening from the very, very base of the spine to the crown of the head. Exhaling from the crown of the head to the base of the spine. One more full round of breath. Gently rolling from the lower back up, really rounding through the spine, moving super slow. Fingertips touch. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhaling. We're going to do that one more time. If you're seated on the floor, you're going to switch the cross of the legs and reach forward. If you're on the chair, you're going to release the hands down wherever they might land. And really focus on creating that length from the tailbone to the crown of the head on the inhale, breathing fully into the back of your shoulders. Exhale, keep releasing from the hips to the crown of the head. Inhaling deeply. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Very gently, think about rounding from the lower back up. Moving super, super slow. And then exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Take a full round of breath here. We're going to come into a twist. So inhale, reach the arms out and up. We're going to bring, actually those of you who are on the floor might want to come up on to the chair, or I'll give different options. Right forearm across the legs. Right elbow on top of the right thigh, left elbow, palm on the right palm on the left leg, palm facing up. And we're gonna square the whole body, the torso over to the left side, and shoulders soft here. If you're on the floor, you can go on to low lunge. Create this shape. Inhaling deeply, shoulders soft. And if you're in low lunge, you want to make sure that that right knee is stacked above the ankle. Make one more full round of breath. Feel the length coming from that left hip upward, left sit bone pressing down. On the next exhale, we're going to release both hands down. If you're in low lunge, you're going to release the hands down and frame that right foot. Inhale deeply, gently, reaching the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, hinging to the hips. Fold. If you're on the floor in low lunge, you're framing the foot. Softly inhale, lift it up. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest, and then we're going to release the left forearm across the legs, left elbow on the left thigh, left hand palm facing up on the right thigh. If you're on the floor, left foot moves forward, and right knee steps back. On the inhale, we're going to lift up. If you're on the floor, the left hand is underneath that left shoulder. You're lengthening all the way up to the tip of the right finger. Spine is long, so you're not throwing yourself out to the side. Think about moving the crown of the head away from the tailbone, still pressing both sit bones down on the floor. Inhaling deeply, find that breath moving all the way to the back of your shoulders, press to both sit bones. Exhale. On the next exhale, releasing both hands down. If you're in low lunge, frame the foot. Inhale, neutral spine. If you're seated, press the hands into the shins, lift and lengthen forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rounding from the tailbone, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. One more inhale, reach it up. Exhale. Sliding the hands onto the knees. If you're on the floor, you can go onto all fours and create this movement. We're going to create cat-cows, rounding to the spine, chin towards the chest. Maybe the tailbone rolls underneath you. Again, just being mindful if there's anything going on with the spine. On the inhale, sliding the hands to the hips, lift up to the heart. Press those elbows towards the ribs. If you're on the floor, your arms are straight. Wrist, elbow, shoulders stacked. Knees stacked underneath your hips. Rounding on the exhale. Standing on the inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling deeply. Exhale. Inhale, very gently lifting all the way up. This time, fingertips make their way up to touch above the head. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. If you happen to be on the floor, you're going to stand up or come to your chair. You have the option to remain seated or stand. We're going to take 3 rounds, flowing in sun breaths. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, hinging to the hips, hands to the center of the chest. Knees are gently bent if you're standing to protect the lower back. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Inhale, coming to neutral spine, pressing the hands into the shins just below the knees. Feel the length from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Your hamstrings working and lengthening here. Exhale, fold. Inhaling deeply. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale. Be soft as you lift up. Fingertips up. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. So as long as you're okay with balance, try to keep your eyes closed. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, hinging. Really feel the breath moving through your body. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, fold. Anything going on with the spine, you're holding in that neutral spine, neutral back. 2 more flows here between neutral back and holding, unless you're holding. Very softly rounding your way up. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. We're going to take 1 more round at your own pace, moving in your own way. There's There's no exact right way to do this as long as you're keeping your body safe. And this time at the end of the flow, we're going to add a twist, and I'm going to give different options. So if you're standing, maybe your hands can come all the way to the floor. You're going to press your right hand on the floor in front of your right toes, bend the right knee. Maybe you have a block and you can place your hand on the block. Left arm is going to reach up and you want to keep your hips squared and you're going to really feel the left hamstring. Maybe you need to turn around and face the chair. Put your forearm on the chair, bend the right knee, and then twist here. Maybe you're seated and you have the option to do what we did before, right forearm across. Or maybe you have the room to bring your hand down between the feet and find that twist. Wherever you are, just try to keep, you're going to take 3 nice long deep breaths, keep the hips squared. So if you're seated, make sure that that left sit bone is not lifting off the chair. If you're standing, it's a little harder to monitor. You can bring your left palm and that left hip face. Make sure the hips are both pressing forward. Keep lengthening from the tailbone to the crown of the head. One more full round of breath. And then gently on the next exhale, releasing that left hand down. And we're going to switch. So whatever you're doing, switch it, lengthening from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Deep inhales. Deep exhales. 2 more beautiful breaths to come. And exhale, gently release. Neutral spine or fold completely. You have the option to have hands on the floor, grab opposite elbows, wrap your arms at the back of your knees. Maybe come into yogi toe lock, bringing your peace fingers around the big toes. You're engaging to the feet, really lengthen to the spine first, and then on the exhale, as you open up the elbows, creating kind of like a diamond shape. The inner side of the arms, release the head forward, shift the weight into the ball of the feet. Breathe all the way into the back of your shoulders. 2 more nice long deep breaths. Imagine inhaling from the ground up. You had roots growing downward, allowing you to get grounded, centered, and nurtured by the earth. Feel that coming up to the bottom of your feet. And then very gently, releasing softly, gently bend, lifting up. Fingertips touch. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhaling deeply. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to do a breathing exercise, which I love doing with kids, and it's really great for anyone. It releases a lot of tension and a lot of stress. It releases a lot of frustration. So the way I teach it with kids is, if you feel like you're going to throw a tantrum because you're getting really angry and really mad, this is a great option to releasing that tension, because when we get angry, just like anything else, it's energy, and we just gotta learn how to direct that energy. So it goes like this: you inhale to the nose, and then exhale and you sigh it out loud. Not really sigh it out, but you're gonna bring your knee towards your chest. So we're gonna do 10 rounds of that. It gets really, really heating. If you are not comfortable standing up, maybe because of balance, you're gonna do the same thing sitting. Exhale, you have the option to side out, hands to the center of the chest, or release completely forward into a ragdoll. Taking a couple of breaths. If you feel slightly lightheaded, it's kind of normal. Stay with the breath. You can focus on the space between the eyebrows. Inhale and exhale to that area. And then gently round into the lower back, lifting the arms out and up, fingertips touch. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. I'm going to do one more round. Inhale deeply, reach it up. 2 more. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, hinge to the hips, hands to the heart, or hinge to the hips and fold. Coming into ragdoll, taking whatever feels good. Or whatever other fold your body might be calling for. And gently rolling up from the tailbone upward. Fingertips touch above the head once again. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling deeply. Taking 2 more breaths. Really feel the breath coming up from the ground up. As you exhale, allowing whatever feelings might be showing up today that might not be good feelings to wash through you with that breath, releasing to the bottom of the feet, along that arc. We're going to move into modified downward dog. So those of you who are seated, you're either going to press your hands on another chair or into the wall or the surface of the table. And what you want is to create length from the tailbone to the crown of the head. You're engaging the base of the ribs together and really lengthening. Those of you standing, you can take full downward dog if it's in your practice. You can use the top of the chair. You can use the seat of the chair. If you want to take a full downward dog, you want to come into plank first and then press back. You're creating like a pyramid shape. You're looking at the navel, pressing strongly, press those 2 bones back. Inhaling deeply, exhaling deeply. 3 more nice long breaths here. Pressing evenly through both feet. If you're standing, and through both sit bones if you're seated. Then gently on the next exhale, if you're standing, feet towards the chair, and then gently inhale, lifting the arms out and up, fingertips up. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Take a full round of breath from the very bottom of the feet to the crown of your head. Exhale deeply from the crown of the head to the bottom of the feet. We're going to work with high lunge today, so I'm going to give different options. If you're standing, right foot is forward, left foot is back. You want your heel to peel off the floor. The right knee is going to bend, and it's stacked above the ankle. And my hips are not opening up to the side. My hips, if I had 2 lights on my hip bones, they're both facing the chair. Option 1, hands are on the floor, chair. Option 2, maybe one hand up, one hand on the chair for balance. Option 3, both hands are up. Maybe cactus if you're shrugging the shoulders. If you're seated, you have the option to scoot to the left corner of the chair. Like this. If you're tall enough for your chair, which I'm not, you can do this. I can't do it because I can't reach. So taking whatever option feels good. Once you get there, We're going to hold for 3 nice long deep breaths. And you're going to feel the back of the leg, back of the left leg stretching out. The right quad working. Inhaling fully. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more full round of breath. And then gently on the exhale, those of you who are standing, release the hands back onto the chair or to the floor. If you want to go to the floor, step that right foot back. Modified downward dog or full down dog if you're on the floor. If you're seated, you're going to scoot back to the center of your chair. Lengthen the arms. You have the option to stay here and focus on inhaling deeply from the tailbone to the crown of the head. And exhaling deeply from the crown of the head to the base of the spine. You have the option to create gentle movement. Anyone with sciatica, this creates a lot of release. Inhaling, pressing the tailbone back. Then exhale down the tailbone to one side. Inhaling center. Exhale tailbone to the opposite side, like you're wagging your tail. If you want to work on the back of your hamstrings, this is a little harder to do if you're seated because you don't really have the space to create the movement. You're going to inhale, lift up onto the ball of the feet, but keep the hips back. And then on the exhale, press your sit bones back and release the heels down to the floor. You have 8 breaths to play with. Taking whatever feels good. Maybe taking a little bit of everything. It's your practice. Allow yourself to really tap into your body and just move the way in a way that feels good to you. You asked a child, a little child, to sit still. Their sitting still includes a lot of wiggling. Because we really weren't created to sit still on a chair for hours at a time. And they listen to their body. Allow yourself to look at it from a child's perspective. Allow yourself to really feel what's coming up for you and create whatever movement serves your body. We'll find about 3 more breaths to play with. On the next exhale, when you're standing, you're going to walk the feet towards the chair and then softly lift up. Exhaling, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale deeply here. Exhale. And we're going to work on the opposite side. So if you're standing, left foot is going back. Lift that heel off the floor. You're balancing on the ball of the foot. Right foot, is going back. Left knee is stacked above the ankle. Focus on keeping the hips forward. Maybe hands on the chair, maybe one hand on the chair, maybe both arms are up. If you're seated, you have the option to go to the right side of the chair, slide that back, right foot back, and really work the legs. Like really press into the ball of the foot. Really press the whole left foot into the ground, like you're trying to get off that chair. And if you want to go sideways, if you reach, once you get there, 3 nice full deep breaths. So Janet, arms, you want to square your whole, from this angle, you look like you're kind of like warrior 2 arms. You want to square everything forward and up. That's it. Press to that back heel. Engage your core. You can imagine if you were trying to squeeze something, holding something between your inner thighs. You're squeezing towards the midline. That will help you lengthen even more, helps you engage and fire up the inner thighs. One more breath. And from here, we're going to move back to our modified or full downward facing dog. So taking whatever option works for you. 8 full breaths. Keep really, really lengthening. Maybe you're creating movement. more breaths to play with. See if you can find a little bit more space. And then gently coming out of that downward dog. And it's time to either come back to your chair or to the floor. Finding a twist, whatever twist feels good to you. So maybe it's seated the way we start. Maybe you're laying on the floor. You take one leg spinal twist, which looks like this. One leg straight, the other one hugs in. Let's say left knee into the chest. Left arm opens up into a T, and you want to keep that left shoulder and arm down as you bring the right knee over to the right. If that left shoulder starts lifting, just back off a little bit. If you want to go deeper into the outer hip and glutes, you can extend that leg out and press the big toe into the earth. And then feel your IT band. Whatever you choose on one side, please stay on the other side. Finding about 3 more breaths to play with. And then when ready, we're going to get settled for Yoga Nidra, Shavasana, last shape, allowing the body to fully and completely release. Whole body, supported, whether it's by your chair or the ground beneath you. If you're laying on the floor and you tend to get tightness in the lower back, you can place a blanket or a pillow underneath the knees, give you a little support. If you're seated, you can throw your legs up on another chair. Just get super comfortable. Maybe throw a blanket on your body. Take a deep, deep inhale to the nose. Exhale, side out to the mouth. Inhaling deeply to the nose. Exhale, side out to the mouth. One more full round of breath. Side out, let it all go. Now allow the breath to become soft. Allowing the breath to flow at its natural rhythm without any effort on your end. Allowing your body to do what it does, the lungs to do what they do. And just for a couple of moments, think about yourself as a little kid. Maybe picture or think of a picture that is one of your favorites. Maybe super cute little thing. Maybe mischievous. Maybe a picture of you all dirty. Maybe a picture of you crying. Something that makes you think how cute and adorable and innocent and sweet you were when you were a little child. Now think about how much love, if you were the guardian of that child, how much love would you pour into that child? What wouldn't you do to protect that child? How would you lift that child up? How would you guide that child? How much compassion and kindness and love would you have for such a cute little innocent child? Just taking a moment to remember that that little child is still within you, and you still deserve all the compassion, all the kindness, all the love, all the joy, all the forgiveness that anyone could muster. You still deserve the space to make mistakes, because just like that little child, you're still growing, you're still exploring, you're still navigating new things. Just like that little child, you deserve to be messy, to be joyful, to laugh hard, to cry when you're upset. We'll be moving into Yoga Nidra. Maybe with that little child that's deeper than you in mind. Allowing that little child to heal. You'll be moving your mind through body parts as I call them in, creating softness and stillness and allowing each part to relax without creating any. Gently bring your awareness to the tip of your fingers, right fingers, allowing the right fingers to soften. The hand, gently bring your awareness to the tip of your left fingers, allowing the left fingers to fully soften. The hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit center, left side of your torso, space between each left rib, left hip, glutes, upper leg, knee, back of the knee, soft and relaxed. The shin bone soft, calf muscles, ankle, top of your left foot, sole of the foot, spaces between the toes, all 5 left toes, soft and relaxed. Both legs fully softened, whole pelvic area soft, your whole torso, both arms soft and completely relaxed. The skin on your neck soft, the skin on your scalp soft, along the hairlines, your jaw muscles soft and completely unclenched, the tip of the chin soft. Your lips soft and fully relaxed, inner sides of your mouth, inner sides of your throat, inner sides of your nostrils, tip of the nose, whole nose soft and relaxed. The skin on your cheeks soft, eyelids heavy. Your eyeballs sinking deep into the back of the skull. Eyebrows soft, temples soft, skin on your forehead soft. Space between the eyebrows soft and fully relaxed. Your whole entire body, whole body, soft, relaxed. Getting past the mind chatter, sinking deeper and deeper within. Allowing yourself to tap into that unconditional love, unconditional compassion that you can extend to yourself, giving yourself grace to navigate through your daily life. Some days are hard, and you deserve to hold yourself. You deserve to hold that little child's hand and remind yourself that it's okay. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to cry. You have every right, and you deserve to be joyful. You're allowed the space to cry when you need to. You have every right to be fully loved. Allowing yourself to see the world through the eyes of your inner child. The eyes that sprinkle in awe and amazement as they see love, magic, and mystery in the most ordinary things. very, very gently. Start bringing your awareness back to your breath. If you feel the need to stay where you are, please allow yourself to close class. Otherwise, very gently, you're going to start creating movements that allow you to reawaken from the inside out. Maybe you can picture little tiny hands and little tiny toes. And allow yourself to just rock whichever way feels good to you, creating whatever movement feels good. Doesn't matter what it looks like. It just matters how you feel in this moment, allowing yourself space to reawaken gently from the inside out. If you're laying on the floor, maybe finding a full body stretch, even if you're seated. If you're on the floor, on the exhale, maybe hugging the knees towards the chest, gently rolling to one side. If you're seated, maybe wrapping your arms across your chest, allowing the elbows to meet heavy. We'll eventually all meet in a nice long seat, nice long spine. Hands can be flat on the knees or at the center of the chest, and Anjali Mudra. Taking a deep, deep inhale from the very base of the spine to the crown of the head. Exhaling from the crown of the head to the very, very base of the spine. Close class with one beautiful Om. Deep inhale to the nose. Thank you so much for allowing me to be of service. Namaste.